But if, you know, the image on the box, like you sort of look at the box, you think, that looks good, and then you lower it, and then the shelf's all like, that would have put me off. I would have given up because I had that expectation that everything was going to go well. Lose the expectations. When you played as a kid, you didn't have expectations. You just enjoyed reveling in the challenge. You enjoyed the skill. You enjoyed taking the risk. So when I talk to people, I don't look for the end result. The end result means nothing. Because I could go and talk to somebody, and they could smile, and they could laugh, and I could come away thinking, wow, I did a good job there. Or I could go and smile and talk to somebody, and they could scowl, and I go, wow, I did bad there. Doesn't matter. We don't know what sort of day they've been having. I can't base that on who I am as a person. So what it really comes down to is taking action. Action is everything. There's, I think Friedman said, an ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. And he's completely right. Here's why. Say I want to think to myself, I'm the greatest conversationalist alive. Life will listen to me saying that, and it will come down on its little cloud and say to me, right, you said you're the greatest conversationalist alive. Let's see how good you are now. And it would put me in positions where I've got to have conversations with people. I might be on the tube, I might be on the subway, I might be in the line at the coffee shop. Life's putting all these opportunities for me to talk to people. If I step up and I take the conversation and I do it, and I open my mouth and I go, oh, hi, I've taken action. Even though it could have been done better, yes it could, but I took the action. And the action gives me a link of chain. Every time I take action, I get another link of chain. Every time I don't take action, chain breaks. Don't break the chain. So what you need to do is find something you want, whether it's to be the best soccer player, whether it's to be able to squat 100 kilograms, whether it's to just have a conversation with that girl in the coffee shop. Whatever it is, life will hear you when you want it, and it will put you in a position when you can take action. The result is meaningless. Sometimes you'll get a result that you enjoy. You know, that girl might smile, or she might give you her number. You might lift 100 kilograms. That's great. The world patted you on the back then. And that's nice when that happens. But that's not consistent. You can always pat your own back. Always. That's what keeps you feeling good. That's what keeps you feeling happy. And when you're feeling that kind of happiness, that's what comes out when you talk to people. Because it's the emotions you make them feel. My thought is this. The homework I want to give you, homework, or the plan of action I would give you, is find something that you can play with. That sounds a bit rude. No. Because we can all do that. No, what I was going to say is the next time you're out in a situation, and it could be out of this room, it could be on the train home tonight, it could be in the bar tonight, it could be anywhere. Look at the room and think, what could I do that's fun here? What would make me laugh? What would make you laugh? It's not about making other people laugh, it's about making you smile. And do it. So, for me, it's being on a train and realizing I've got a bottle of vodka in my pocket, but I've put water in it. And then thinking, okay, this will be fun to see if I can empty this entire train carriage. Unscrew the bottle, say, okay, look around. I drink the vodka, then put my hands over my eyes and go, oh. 2 people get up and leave. Good, good. This is good so far. Thinking, okay, and behind my face I'm like, how can I get them all to leave? Start crying. Fall over the person next to you. It's just harmless. My record is 5 minutes, so I urge you to give it a go and beat it. You see, it's not about confidence. Confidence is bullshit. It's about not giving a damn. Now, if I could express that, and we're lucky we've got video here. You can't express this in a book. But not giving a damn really comes down to this. It's like, hey, we should go and talk to those people. And your action is, meh. It's just the feeling of, meh. If you get a good result, great. If you get a bad result, meh. It's not about going, yeah, this is going to go amazing. It's bullshit. It's about walking up and just dealing with what happens. And whatever does happen, know that you can deal with it and make it happy. Because life's going to throw you that stuff. The world around you is going to throw stuff towards you, emotions towards you. You've got to grab them, take them, and be able to laugh at them and throw them back. A good friend of mine is the next speaker, a guy called Sasha. He taught me a very good one. In the coffee shop, look for somebody who's about to take a sandwich. What you do is you walk up, not giving a damn. And as they lean for their sandwich, and they reach towards it, do your best Bruce Lee impression. And grab the sandwich. They will feel shock. They will be the most terrifying sandwich they have ever grabbed in their entire life. And they'll be in shock, and you talk to them straight away, and you say, do you know what? That's the most terrifying sandwich you'll ever buy. But it's good news, because every sandwich you now buy will be a luxury. The food will taste better. It will be brilliant. And they're like, That's extreme, but you're making them feel an emotion. You're different from every other person in the room. So, for me, charisma, it's just communicating with emotion. Now, there's ways to do that. It's all about your belief. It's knowing who you are. That's the ultimate question. Who the heck are you? And even then, the answer isn't something you'd maybe have with words. I could say my belief in myself, who I am, is just that I'm cool or I'm awesome. It could be. But really, do I even have to say that? It's just about knowing. I'm not going to look for evidence around me, though, because the world is a chaotic place. Just as I looked at my hand, and you see this perspective and I see this perspective, everything that happens when I talk to people, however I look at it, determines what evidence I take from it. So whatever our belief is in ourselves, it needs evidence to exist. If we don't have that evidence, you know, if you've ever looked in the mirror and said, well, I'm cool and awesome, and then 3 weeks later, you're not feeling cool and awesome, it's because you've got no evidence for it. But the world is too chaotic to get the evidence, I think. It's great when it happens and you get that great run and you talk to everyone and they love you and it's brilliant. But it's not always going to happen. You're going to have those bad spells as well. So it's up to you to create the evidence for yourself by how you interpret the world when it occurs. So I guess what I'm trying to say is this. You're your own best teacher. The reason you're your own best teacher is the stuff that you find out, the problems that you encounter, when you find out the solution to them, you own that knowledge. Everything I found out, I've had to find out pretty much firsthand. But it becomes part of me because of that. In doing so, in finding what it is, the solutions to your problems, in being your own best teacher, you become congruent with it. You own that knowledge, and that's what causes the change in you. That's what causes us to all develop. Life is about learning and growing. So all the play that I ever do, I learn from it and I grow from it, and I always enjoy it. Conversations for me aren't stressy. They aren't horrible. Anxiety occurs. I still get it. I love it. But rather than trying to blast through it, why would I do that? I'd rather just get addicted to it. So that's exactly what I do. If I feel that uncomfortable feeling in my tummy, I'm like, awesome. I'm going to revel in it. I'm going to turn the volume up in it. I'm going to make it even worse. So when I'm drinking that bottle of vodka on the train, that's making my tummy go even worse. That's making my toes curl. It's the people that are self-amused